Okay, gentlemen, moving on then to your other workings that you had for homework. So we had VI and VII for your adjustments. So the first one we're going to look at here is VI, which is the advertisement payment, is a payment for a 16-month campaign, which started on the 1st of the 9th of 2018, which is for the year that we're doing them. So that means if you got the advertising on the 1st to the 9th, you had it for the 9th, the 10th, the 11th, the 12th month, which means that you had advertising, the payment is just for 4 months for this year, meaning that you will have 12 months prepaid. So let's go back up to the trial balance and we'll locate the figure for advertising, which is 27,500. Let's change the ink here. So 27,500. It's for a 16-month campaign, okay? And I'm going to multiply that then by 4 months, which is for this year. So 27,500 divided by 16, multiply it by 4, will give us 6,875. So that's 6,875, okay, is the selling and distribution expense for this year. The 27,500 divided by 16, I can multiply it then by the remainder of 12 months, because I've used up 4. Or you can just have 27,500, subtract 6,875 from it, will give you the same answer, okay? Either way, you'll get €20,625, and this is a current asset as it is an expense prepaid. All right. Now, moving on then to your bank reconciliation. Okay, there seems to be quite a bit in it, but there really isn't too bad. Just 2 of these entries are just to the bank statement, which requires no adjustments on our behalf. Okay, so there's going to be 3 adjustments that we must look after. Let's first of all set up the bank reconciliation here. So working number 15. All right, so we've got our own bank here. We've got the bank statement on the opposite side. Again, that's very important. This is not a T account, hence I'll put the squiggly line down the middle. If we go back to the trial balance and locate our bank figure, we'll see that it's an overdraft as it's in the credit column. Okay, and it's an overdraft of 65365. Okay, and we see here in VII that the bank overdraft on the bank statement was 57,385. Okay, let's look down through these anomalies here. It says investment income of 2,500 had been paid directly into our bank account that we were obviously unaware of. So this is going to reduce our overdraft. So it's a positive figure as money is coming in. What we must then do is go back up to investment income. Okay, we did it after patents. Okay, and this 7,500 that I had down as a current asset, okay, we have, I'll just get rid of that altogether. Okay, so that's 7,500, which we thought was a current asset. We have already received 7,500, but we've also received 2,500 that we were unaware of, that we just put there into our bank account. So that means then that the actual figure for your current asset for investment incomes is €5,000. All right. Okay. Now, the next thing it says that Hall Limited, which is the company that we're doing the books for, made lodgements of 3-4 into the bank, but they hadn't been credited by the bank yet. So that means that's money going into the bank account of 3,400, which will reduce the overdraft. It's telling us then on the third part of this, a check for 1050 issued to a creditor had not been presented for payment. So once again, this is going to increase our overdraft in the bank. Okay, it just hasn't been presented for payment, but we have taken, we have entered it into our own bank accounts. So part 4 now, a payment from a liquidator was received directly into the bank, and this payment is the first and final payment of 30 cents in the euro in respect of a debt of €24,000. So what we have here, gentlemen, is we have a bad debt. So 24,000, multiply that by 0.3 or by 0.30, and you'll get 7,200. So our bank account has received €7,200. And this is in respect of a debt, okay? As we've gone now into liquidation. So what we need to open up here is a working on bad debts. Okay. If the debt in total was €24,000, we've only received 7,200. So taking those away from each other, we will get a figure of 16,800. Okay, that is the selling and distribution expense. Now we must not forget, we go back to our debtors, okay, and our debtors are going to be reduced now by €24,000. Okay, because that €24,000 the 16,800 is a bad debt, and the 7,200 received in a form of a check that's gone into our bank account. I don't believe there's any other debtor figures. Just in case if there is, I'll leave it open and come back and close them off at the end of the question. Okay. And then finally, in VII number 5, a check of 70 quid paid to a supplier had been entered in the books as 700. So that means that our books have obviously paid out €630 too much. Okay, so we're going to obviously give that 630 back into our bank account as a positive figure. And that's the 630 there. And that means that we must go back to our creditors. We think we paid our creditors 700 quid, which we did not. Okay, so what we must do is go back and put it on the credit side of this creditors here. So I'll just get rid of this line here. Okay. So we increase our liability by 630 because we initially thought we paid 700. We didn't. We only paid 70. Okay, so we must obviously then credit our creditors account by 630 also. Again, I'm not fully sure because I haven't read the rest of the question if that is the last entry in creditors, but we'll leave it open till the end. Now, that's all the adjustments done in the bank account. Let's hope that these are correct. So we have minus 65365 plus 25 plus 72 plus 630. Gives us €55,035. That's obviously an overdraft. Bank statement is a negative 57,385 plus 34 minus 1050 gives us also excellent. News is 55 and 35, also a negative figure. Therefore, that goes into your current liabilities for your bank as an overdraft. All right, and that would be VI and VII taken care of there today, boys.